Today is Wednesday, October 16th. We're at County of Santa Clara to attend Voters Media Day. Especially for media. And right here with us is Evelyn. Evelyn, can you tell us your position?
Yeah, I'm the Public Information Officer for the County of Santa Clara Registrar Voters Office.
Okay, wonderful, yes. So voting is very important, especially for Asian community. And can you tell us then how to vote?
Well, you can register to vote, and you have to register to vote by October 21st, which is, I think, Monday. And that's the last day for this election. If you forget or if you miss the deadline, you do have an option to vote after that or register after that. You can come into our office or to one of our vote centers.
There are clear instructions on the ballot. I have received that. But how to vote? Because there are so many candidates. If people want to know more information, where can they go?
Well, we have information on our website and in the County Voter Information Guide. It's not going to tell you how to vote because you have to pick the options yourself, but it's going to explain the process and it goes step by step. So, there's even pictures on how to bubble it in, if you make a mistake, how to correct it. So all of that is in the County Voter Information Guide.
That's great. The ballot is in English. Do you have other languages?
Yes, we do have it in other languages. We're required to have it in other languages. So we have Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, and Hindi.
So people have to ask, right? If they need their language, they have to ask.
Yeah, well, when people register to vote, they do. There is an option to request your voting materials in another language, and people check that box. And when they get their materials, it'll be English and in that language.
Yeah. Some people will think that, there were so many people to vote, it may not be important for me to cast my vote, and how are you going to see to those people?
Well, we do a lot of advertising, a lot of outreach. We do a lot of outreach in other languages, so we're lucky enough in this county to have bilingual staff that speak the other languages that can help us with any advertising we do. So if we do a video, it's going to be in all the languages. If we do flyers, we'll have it in all the languages. Our office puts together a voter accessibility workshop and a voter language workshop in all those languages. So all basic materials, things that we talked about today at Media Day, all the key dates and deadlines, we do an entire language workshop in every single one of the languages.
What if they made a mistake on their ballot?
They can make a mistake on the ballot. If they do, they just mark it. But there's certain ways they need to mark it. They can't, scribble it out. So there's specific instructions in the guide that tell them. It goes through an extra step, obviously, when the ballots come back and there are mistakes. We have to identify, what the voter intent was and figure that out if they make a mistake.
Well, thank you so much. You are at the county, and what is the rate for Asian voters?
Well, we don't track the rate of Asian voters. We do have information on how many request information in another language. It doesn't clearly reflect any of the languages that we have, because if we have, majority of voters in this county that speak Spanish, not all of those voters ask for materials in Spanish. So it doesn't reflect the correct number that you would want, you know what I mean? So it's hard to say, but we can provide information on how many request information.
If there's some people that are senior or handicapped, and do you have anything to help them?
Yes, voters can do remote access vote by mail, so they can sign up for that. So that'll help them. We can get the ballot to them. We also have curbside voting. If they're in our office, we have large print guides. They can go on our touchscreen machines, and any of our vote center are here, and they can request the ballot in the other language. So there's a lot of options for our voters.
Wonderful. So what's the phone number that people can call for help?
299-VOTE.
Wow. Okay, 299-VOTE.
Yeah.
And the website is
sccvote.org.
Yeah, sccvote.org.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we want our voters to know that every vote counts. They have one vote, make it count. We want to make sure they go out there and vote because it matters in every election for every contest. The measures, the president, the local measures, all of it counts. So we need everyone to make sure that they don't just register. They actually go and vote by November 5th.
Thank you. Voters education for the media. So tell us who did this, how you guys come up with the idea.
So I'm the graphic designer for the Santa Clara County, and we created this just to make sure that people are able to come in and be welcomed with such faces of our staff and just encouraging words for people to come out and vote.
So I know that you are the leader of this whole team. I noticed that there are so many young people.
Yeah, well, I like to have young people on our team because they have the ideas and all the fresh, what the trends that are happening. Sometimes I don't know what's going on, but they do, and what people follow it, and they're engaging all of our youth voters.
So what do you do?
I am also a graphic designer, but I mainly do like videography and photography and stuff. So for like this event, everything, I was like recording Matt speaking, any stuff, taking photos to help them out with just kind of spreading the word about Media Day and everything.
Yeah, wonderful. And what about you?
I work in the policies and procedures, so a little bit more of the behind the scenes.
So this is for the election. So after election, what's your plan next?
Well, our every single time, after the election, of course, we have to get out the vote for the next election, but our focus is always on getting people to pre-register to vote. So that's a focus we have every single month. Rashmi's wearing green. Every Wednesday we get people to go green and get their voter information guide electronically. So that's a campaign we started here, and these guys help get the word out to young voters, to all the voters, about going green. And right now we have 57,000 voters that have gone green with our county. So they play a big part in it because they've made bookmarks, they've created things that people can engage and ask questions about what the campaign is, and it's been a success.
So you are quite experienced. Tell us your background.
Well, I have 30 years of experience in elections. I've worked here for 5 years. Before that, at the Secretary of State's office for 25 years. So I've worked in all the different parts of the election.
Okay, so this place and also open for public, right?
Yes, it's open for the public. They can come and vote. Live voting happening right now until Election Day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can you please